Now, time for a quick look at what is happening on the foreign scene.
If embarked upon, you will eventually come to moral decisions that will take you completely by surprise.
You should be careful what you wish for.
With an all-star cast including Brad Pitt, Cameron Diaz, Michael Fassbender, Penelope Cruz and her husband Javier Bardem, The Counselor goes on release in the United States. With a screenplay written by Arthur Cormac McCarthy and directed by Sir Ridley Scott, the film features characters who all have a connection to the drug trade between Mexico and the United States.
A law degree was a license to steal, but you hadn't really capitalized on it.
I'm really worried, baby.
Javier Bardem, who plays colorful hedonist Raina while promoting the movie in London, thought it had a strong message.
You should be careful what you wish for. You might not get it.
What the movie talks about is something that happened in Mexico and happened in many other countries, which is this drug world that it really is owned by very, very hard people, and once you get in there, no matter what's the reason, once you get in there, you're in trouble because you're dealing with the darkest side of the human being, in the sense of there is nothing these people wouldn't do.
When the axe comes through the door, I'll already be gone.
Fassbender takes on the lead role known only as The Counselor and is involved in the opening sequence of the film, a sex scene with on-screen girlfriend Laura.
Life is being in bed with you. Everything else is just waiting. Will you?
Yes, I will.
I intend to love you until I die.
Me first.
The fact that it is at the beginning of the script, I think, is great. I remember when I was reading, I was like, wow. I was like, this opens. This is kind of beautiful because it's two people in love, you know, being very honest with one another. And this is the kind of thing that young lovers would do, you know, or, you know, people that are new to each other, relatively new, you know, they're discovering each other and trying to express themselves. And I just thought it was very real, actually.
Cruz admitted that her time on set was curtailed as director Ridley Scott kept finishing the shoot early each day.
Ridley always finishes before time because he's a machine. He's so specific and so prepared, and so he has like 100 eyes, and it's so brilliant to see him set up a shot in the morning. I would go to the set earlier just to see Ridley set up the shot with 5-6 cameras and like pim pam. It's like a choreographer. It's like really brilliant to see that.
When the axe comes through the door, I'll already be gone.
What do you think I should do?
While Brad Pitt plays a source advice for The Counselor, Cameron Diaz rounds up the cast as a wealthy, cold and amoral character who appears to know more about the mechanisms of the drug world than the rest of the characters. Her devil-may-care attitude is highlighted in the film when she decides to have sex with Raina's car.
You are the world you have created. And when you cease to exist, this world that you have created.
I just did my first short film and I really liked the experience and I'm gonna do more. But first it's gonna be more publicity and maybe music videos, you know, where I can tell a story, also sometimes with no words, no dialogue. And then maybe sometime in the future, maybe 10 years from now, I will be brave enough to do something else, but not now.
Do I remind you of someone else?
Yes, you do.
Someone you miss?
Someone who is dead. I don't think I miss things.
Fassbender first made a splash playing Bobby Sands in Steve McQueen's Hunger back in 2008, and since then he has enjoyed a meteoric rise to fame, starring in Inglourious Basterds, X-Men First Class, Shame, Prometheus, and 12 Years a Slave.
But it's not coming back.
I was like, no. I don't want to say what the scene is about, but I was like, no, I don't believe it. Well, you search on the internet, and they were giving me some things. Many people did that, you know? Yeah, for real. Many people did that with their own cars. Actually, there's one person who is madly in love with her car and does that. And it was like, I can't believe human being, man. I can't believe human race.
Despite having some impressive credentials, the Irish actor admitted that he still gets a little starstruck.
You seem unsettled.
I'm all right.
If you're not in, you need to tell me.
Why?
Because you don't know someone until you know what they want.
All the time I have that, just because I'm working with such great talent. That's really the bit that, rather than going, oh my God, these people are famous, it's the respect that I have them as artists, you know. Like Ridley, you know, it's an amazing opportunity to be on his set, you know, a real privilege. And then of course all the actors that are there as well. Yeah, it's kind of definitely pinch yourself moments a lot of the time.
However, he says it's his focus that keeps him from getting distracted.
Once something's done, it's done for me, so I'm then concentrating on what I'm doing now and what's happening next. That's kind of really, yeah, that's kind of a mantra of sorts, as it were. I just, you know, the work is the work, and that's allowed me to be in these sort of rooms working with these kind of people. So I have to just concentrate on that, really. It's pretty simple.
The Counselor goes on release in the United States, Brazil and Canada on October the 25th, with releases in the rest of the world from mid-November.
You are the world you have created. And when you cease to exist, this world that you have created will also cease to exist.
Meanwhile, U.S. actress Sharon Stone received the Peace Summit Award from the body of Nobel Peace Prize laureates on Wednesday, October 23rd in Warsaw. The prize committee this year consists of personalities such as the Dalai Lama, Lech Walesa, Willem de Klerk, Mikhail Gorbachev, Muhammad Yunus, Shirin Ebadi and others. The award is given annually as part of the World Summit of the Nobel Peace Laureates. Stone earned her award for activities that brought solidarity and new hope to the millions of people who have fought and are fighting against the tragedy of HIV/AIDS.
I hold this word up. I hold it up because I share it with you. And that is just what it... I can tell you that now that we have drugs, we have still lost 40 million people to AIDS. There were times when the burden of that felt like I was going to fall on the floor and never get up again. And yet, the fact that you, all of you, stayed with us at AMFAR, stayed with us at the Elton John Foundation, stayed with it at AIDS Project LA, stayed with us at the many, many organizations that I've had the great pleasure of working for. I can't tell you how much good work you have done. We have changed the face of AIDS. Thank you so much for acknowledging me today. I cannot tell you how proud I am.
The ceremony was held in Warsaw's National Opera with the presence of both the Nobel Peace Prize laureates as well as leaders of the most important Nobel organizations. Past award recipients include Sean Penn, Annie Lennox, Bono, George Clooney, Don Cheadle, Bob Geldof, Roberto Baggio, Peter Gabriel, Cat Stevens and Roberto Benigni.
And that does it for us on Entertainment News tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ogichi Kosi. Bye-bye.